Join us and enjoy this third and final part of our trip to Saint Augustine. And make sure to stick around until the very end, as our favorite thing that we did on the entire trip was something that we stumbled upon at the end of our trip and is at the end of this video. If you haven't already seen parts 1 and 2, make sure to check those out after this video. They can be watched in any order. Where we left off at the end of part 2, we were getting ready to go on our ghost tour.
Once she says I go, we go. We go. We go when she says to go. Waiting for clearance from the tower.
There are many different ghost tour companies in Saint Augustine. I want to say it's in the dozens, though I'm not exactly sure on that. I know there's at least 10 companies giving ghost tours regularly, with many guides per company. And this equates to numbers in the thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that go on ghost tours every year in Saint Augustine. I recommend researching for a good ghost tour company whenever you're in Saint Augustine. It was a great experience. Here's a clip. Listen closely.
Saint Augustine's biggest unmarked graveyard. So when we talk about the glosses being man-made, yeah, we mean it literally, people. This way. Yes.
That was not the only gem dropped by our tour guide on our tour. He was full of witty stories that were really entertaining, and he knew St. Augustine's paranormal history well. It was really, really interesting. I can't recommend it enough. I'm going to link the company in the description below, though if the link doesn't work when you watch this in the future, if they've gone out of business for whatever reason, just look up a good tour company in St. Augustine. Anyways, we got back to the campsite really late after the ghost tour, and then we went straight to bed. And the next morning, as you can see in the video now, we broke down the campsite and then we headed to the beach. That final morning of our trip to St. Augustine, we did not have very far to go to get to the beach, as the campground that we stayed at was actually in Anastasia State Park, which has its very own beach access, and a beautiful one at that. That's where we're headed to now in the video. As you can see, the beach was gorgeous, and we ended up just staying there, going on a little walk, and playing in the water a little bit. Nasa played in the sand, and then we showered off and headed on our way. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button at any point during this video that you feel it is worthy of a thumbs up. It really helps us out as a channel and helps spread the video to other people who might like it. So we finished the ghost tour really late last night and we were super tired. So I didn't get to recap it at all, but I'd say the biggest piece to take away is that if you're ever in St. Augustine, that's one of the best things to do. It was so cool, such a unique experience. Nasa fell asleep eventually, but she got some spookies and also had some fun. One of the other best things to do in St. Augustine is go to the beach. And that's what we're doing now. Here at Anastasia State Park, they have their own beach access, whole area of the beach, which is, I suppose, untouched because it's a state park. That's the best kind of beach, the natural one. So we're gonna go on our morning beach walk and then our chocolate factory tour. Yum. What do you got going on here, Nasa? What are you doing?
Making some sandcastles.
Making sandcastles, cool. Is this one of your favorite things to do? Yeah? Out of all your favorite things to do, how much is this one? How close to the top is this one? How close to your favorite is this?
This is the best one, actually.
This is the best one?
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. What you got going on out here?
Just standing in the water and keeping myself cool.
Ooh.
So hot.
Yeah, it's hot outside. Feels good in the water. Watch this. Fine. Oh, that's pretty. An ancient piece of Atlantis. Next, we went on a Whetstone Chocolate Factory tour, which was really interesting. They ended up not letting us take video, so I am going to get cut off pretty soon. But just know that the chocolate tasted good. They were trying to sell chocolate, definitely, but that was welcome and kind of understandable because everyone that goes on a chocolate tasting tour wants chocolate. But all in all, this is something that I recommend doing if you're in Saint Augustine.
Now the video here's got a little bit on the history of chocolate, some on the farming of the cocoa bean. Please no video.
So we toured the Whetstone Chocolate Factory, and unfortunately they did not let us video, so I just got a couple pictures. I'll roll those here. During the tour, we learned about the history of chocolate. We learned the process for making it and the different types of chocolate and their ingredients. We saw the factory and the different machines and were walked through how those machines contribute to the chocolate, and then we visited the store at the end where we could buy our own Whetstone chocolates. And then on our way back to the car from the Whetstone Chocolate Factory, we passed by a Native American store called Native Pueblo. And there's stuff like all the way up and down. I was noticing as I was looking around, I noticed that like I kept seeing more and more stuff. It's a small shop area,
Yeah,
but there's so much.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
Yeah.
There's so much in a small little space. I actually have 2,000 rings here in the store.
Wow.
So wampum is a clam. It's a cold-water clam. It's only found in the New England area, and we eat them. And subsequently, you can make jewelry with this. You can make several things such as bracelets, necklaces, rings, earrings.
You eat them?
You eat them
And
too.
all of this is made out of wampum. The wampum shell. The Nagagatsun call them the quahog. But wampum really means a white shell. That's exactly what it is. Most of it is white, and part of it is purple. It's the only purple clam in the world. And it's very valuable to the Iroquois Indians. The Iroquois value this as one of the most important gifts of Mother Earth. Nature provides this to us, and it's very valuable to the Iroquois, as well as many Native Americans. We honor wampum just because we learn it from our brothers and sisters from the north. So that is wampum.
Cool. It is so pretty. Like like this one. She's pretty.
Let me get this thing out here so you can get a nice and looking photo. But yeah, if you're in town, how long you gonna be in town?
It was a tiny little shop front on the edge of a plaza, and I was like, we have to go in there. So we went in, found out, first of all, it was awesome. Amazing store, amazing shopkeeper. We found out that's the only Native American store in Saint Augustine, and I haven't really seen many, if any, Native American stores nowadays. We found out that they don't teach Native American any history in the American classrooms now, which is ridiculous, first of all. Second of all, it's a endangered culture, I would say, because pretty much the Europeans came in and decimated the culture and the people. Very, very sad, but we learned a good deal. We had an awesome conversation. We were there for about an hour, maybe a little more, just talking with the shopkeeper and trading stories. He was talking about he's interested in India, so we were talking about India, and we're interested in Native American culture and indigenous culture in general, so we were talking about that. But we had a great time. If you are ever in St. Augustine, you should definitely stop by. I'm gonna link the store's website and directions below. It's a fantastic store, all kinds of Native American things. There's so much variation in there, like so many different types of things. But it was amazing. Anyways, we headed home after that. Now we're home with Tree Man. Dun, dun, dun. And anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed our trip to St. Augustine, and I can't wait until the next video. Until then, check out some of our other videos on my channel if you enjoyed this one, and I will see you all next time.